Hello everyone, this is Omar. Welcome to the channel. This is the continuation of our RHCSA practice exam series. We will be solving question number 5 in this video. It's about controlling the access to file using ACL. ACL stands for access control list. So this is actually this in this video we will be using special tool called get FACL and set FACL. So these tools are basically used to set the special permission on the files. So let's go ahead and check what exactly this question is asking us to do. So it is saying copy the file from /etc hello.sh to var.tmp and configure the following file permission. The file should be executable by anyone. User Toby should be able to read and write to this file, and user Monika can neither read nor write to this file. And there is a special confusing section here as well, that all other current and future user have the ability to read the file. So as always, I have split the question into multiple sections. So let's go through it one by one. But before we begin, I have just to demonstrate, for the demonstration purpose, I'm creating a file out here. Let's create a file hello.sh. This file don't exist right now in our lab. We'll create it, but in the exam you may or may not have the file. So in any case, you should be able to work with any file using this document. So what we will do, just for the demonstration purpose, I will go ahead and create the hello.sh, very small script I will create for the demonstration purpose. So this file does not exist. I will just copy and paste. It's a simple echo hello world. So when you execute this file, sorry, I did not use sudo, so I have to use sudo, and then I can. So this file we just created. This is the permission on this file I created with sudo, and this is the content of the file. All right. So the file permission is, as you can see, first dash defines the type of the object. It is dash, that means it is a file. So the permission is read write for the owner, read for the group, and read for the others. So root and others have only read permission. All right. So I have already demonstrated, because I'm using RHCSA9 user. Without sudo, I cat the file. I read the file basically, and I was able to see the content of the file. So I can read the file. So I'm part of the other group. So let's see what this question is asking us to do. All right. So it is saying copy the file to a temporary location using the following command. So because this may be an important file, you don't want to mess up with this one. So we'll copy this file to a temporary location where tmp. All right. So let's see if this file got copied. Yes, and it has the same permission as the source. Okay. Now the second thing is set the permission on this file to make it executable by everyone. So we will be using this simple command to change the mode. So we are using change mode for user group. I'm using this one because it is more user friendly to understand instead of digits. So for user group and others, we are adding execute permission on this file. The command is very self-explanatory. So let's go ahead and check the permission on this file now. So now this file has the permission, execute permission for the owner, for the group, for the other. So I am RHCSA9. I'm not part of the root group. Let's see if I can execute this file. I was able to read now. Yes, I can execute. If I execute this file, I get the script runs and it gives me the output hello world. Okay. Now here is the tricky part. Now it is asking you to set specific permission for a specific user, which is readable, writable for user Toby. So now here comes the fun part. Now before I execute this command, I'll show you something. Now get FACL for this file. Now we will be using this tool, get FACL and set FACL. right? So what does it do? Let me clear the screen. All right, what does it do? If you notice, this is the normal file permission what we see, that it has the group has the owner has read write execute, group has this, and then the other has this. What get FSCL is doing, if I'm getting the access control list on this file, so it is more descriptive, if you see. So it says user has the read write execute, group has read execute, another has read execute. But it does more actually. We'll just demonstrate that. So what the question is asking, to set the special permission for user Toby to read and write. Because user Toby is not part of the root group, user Toby is not root, is not part, so it falls under the other. So others have read and execute permission. So user Toby also has read and execute permission. So now in this in this question, it is asking to set readable and writable for only user Toby. So if I set it for others, all the other members will be able to write into this file. So we don't want to do that. We want only user Toby to write into this file. So we will be using this command. What this command does, it is setting the access control list, modifying the file for user Toby to read, write, and execute. Because read and execute was already there for Toby because it's part of the other group. We are adding a write permission on this file. So this is what this command does. Now let's see the effect of this command which we issued on the file. So as you can see, the description changed. It added a row for user Toby for read, write, and execute. So it gave exclusive permission to user Toby. Although he's part of the other group, he had read and execute. But we don't want to give write permission to all other members. We want to give write permission to user Toby. Right? So we did that. Now in the next question, it is asking next section. It is asking you to revoke the permission from user Monika. So user Monika should neither readable nor writable for user Monika. So we will set a special permission for user Monika. Alright, so what this command is doing, it is modifying the permission for user Monika and we are revoking the permission. Alright, so but before doing that, I will show you the file permission again. So user Monika is part of the other group. She is able to read, she will be able to read and execute. So before we make any changes, we'll verify that. We'll switch to user Monika and I'm switch to user Monika. Can I read this file? Yes, I can read this file. Can I execute this file as user Monika? Yes, I can execute this file. Now let's go ahead and make the change. For user Monika, she should not be able to read and write, and without reading execute permission actually doesn't work the way it should. So alright, so we set the permission. Now we'll check get FSCL for this file. We should see another row added for user Monika. Although user Monika is part of the other group, we exclusively revoked the permission from user Monika. Now if I switch to user Monika and if I try to read the file, it should say permission denied. If I try to execute the file, it should say permission denied because we revoked the permission exclusively from user Monika. So this is how this command works. Alright, now let's do one more thing. Let's do one more test. Okay, for user Toby, we did not verify the permission for user Toby. So if we get FSCL where tmp hello, so user Toby should be able to write to this file. So let's switch to user Toby. Welcome hash. So we are as user Toby. So let's try to edit the file. From Toby, I edited the file. Can I read this file? Yes. I updated the file. That means I have a write permission on this one. Can I execute the file? Yes, I can execute the file. So let's come out of this user Toby. So we verified the permission for user Monika and Toby. Now there is a tricky part of the question is, it is saying all other user, current or future, should have the ability to read the file. All right. So if I go and check the file permission again, tmp hello. All right. So one more thing, if you notice, there's a plus sign at the end of this permission section. So that means whenever you see this symbol, that means this file has a special permission set. So always remember, whenever you see this plus sign, that means there is a special permission set, and you have to check the specific permission using get FACL. So this will show you what special permission is set for the file. All right. So what it is saying that all the other users, current or future, should have the ability to read the file. So right now, already the other users have the ability to read the file. But the confusing part is all the future users. So how will you make that the future user will also have this file? Because this is the default permission. So by default, all the future users will already have the read permission. So let's demonstrate that. The current user is RHCSA9. We are not using sudo. So can I use this one, this command for RHCSA9 user? Yes, I can read the file. Can I execute this file as a RHCSA user? Yes, I can execute this file. So I am the current user who is not part of the root group. I'm able to do that. I am from the other group for this file. So now let's try to create our test user add. This will be like a future user test 04. Right. Sudo pass wt test 04. Welcome hash. So let's switch to test 04. Welcome hash. Sorry, I mistyped the password. Welcome hash. Okay. Okay, so I'm test user. I'm not member of any other group. When you create the user without any group, it creates the group of its own, same as the username. So let me see if I'm able to see the file. I'm the future user. So can I see this file? Yes, I can list this file. Can I read this file? Yes, I can read this file. Can I execute this file? I can execute this file. So that's it. So we verified. Let's delete the user del -r test 04. We don't need that. We just use it for testing. So that's it for now. We have solved all this section of the question and we verified that as well. So don't forget to go to this reference document if you want to know more about the access control list and read more about it. So thank you for watching. Have a good